Shalom, Shalom, Israel. I want to start this by giving all honor, all praise, and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. That's what this world so ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit in the ancient Paleo Hebrew tongue. I want to give double honors to the elder of the men of Israel camp, Elder Kazak, who teaches well, who rules well. I want to give double honors to the elders across the four corners of the globe, starting with the elders of GMS from Elder Tahar on down. I want to give salutations to the brothers that are of the hopeful elect, and I want to give a shout out to the brothers that are of the speckled bird, causing confusion among the heathen while having a facade of the heathen, because we are not the black Hebrew Israelites. To all y'all brothers, I'd like to say Shalom. All right, the name of this video will be dubbed Esau Unalives, 2 students and 2 teachers. A 14-year-old kid by the name of Colt Gray. And excuse me, the pollen is here. It's bad. Yeah, and I'm just all messed up. My sinuses, allergies, everything is all fucked. But here, let's get. We're gonna get. I got some videos on my other phone, but here we'll just go through this.
Appalachia School.
Kid. All right, so I'm just gonna scroll through some videos. I got some videos on my other phone, not on this one, but the spirit here to do this video, so we're gonna do it and bring out some precepts amongst it.
Kid that SHOT up the school. This is how he carried his pew into school, and you can tell.
Oh, Salakim, fair use, fair use, fair use. This is all fair use.
Tell it's heavy. No, he got.
Oh, now I don't want to work.
So what? Oh, this is the Appalachia School kid that SHOT up the school. This is how he carried his pew into school, and you can tell it's heavy. No, he got on the bus with it. Nobody asked him. He said that teachers would ask him, students would ask him, "Hey, what is that?" He would say, "Oh, it's for a project." And he proceeded to unalive 4 people, 2 kids and 2 teachers. Look at how heavy this is. He just walks it into school. No questions asked. Here he is, getting on the bus with an AR. He's got a hat covering the top of it, and just goes right to school. He travels on the school bus for 12 minutes. Now this is, here he is, this is a weapon that his father purchased for him for Christmas. Walking right into the school with it. See how heavy this is? How awkward this is? How bulky this is? Let's not ask no questions. Now, I've heard teachers say that they're not allowed to check the kids' backpacks or go through their personal belongings because it's an invasion of privacy. Oh, he had his privacy right up until he unalived 4 people with a weapon that his father gave him for Christmas. So this...
You see that, man? This kid, yeah, contemplating murder, man. Not only did he contemplate murder, man, he did murder. Literally, he did murder. And you know what? They ended up charging that man, that kid's father, because he the one that gave him the gun, you know? Alright, we're gonna get a precept real quick. Alright. We'll get a couple precepts and then we're gonna go back. We'll go through these precepts pretty quick. This is gonna be a very short video, maybe 10-15 minutes, if that. You know. Alright. This is Psalms 58:2. Yea, ye in heart work wickedness. Ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. The wicked are estranged from the womb. You see that? They go astray as soon as they be born. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Alright? They're like the deaf adder that stoppeth the ear. You see? Dang, my allergies, man. Excuse me. It's locking. Right? So, look, it says that they are estranged from the womb, man. So when this kid was born, man, he was already all jacked up, you know? You know, we can, what's it, Psalms 58:3 here. We can go to the blue letter and go get that too. Boy, boy. Can't even breathe in this fucking place, man. This shit's so damn sick. Alright. Well, this don't really give it to us, you know. It says Zoar.
Strong's H2114. Zur.
Alright, so to become a strange, another stranger, foreigner, an enemy, loathsome, strange woman, prostitute, harlot. Alright, but it's going into, they're wicked, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. There we go. Let's go to estranged. You see that? Estranged describes a person who has lost former closeness, affection, or communication with someone, typically a spouse or a family member, resulting in a state of alienation or separation, and implies a breakdown in a relationship where individuals live apart or feel emotionally distanced. And that's exactly what this kid is, man. He's estranged from the womb, man. He's fucked up. And by him being estranged, he does the ultimate wickedness, you know? You see? Yeah, he's all jacked up in the mental, man. And we're going to get into these videos, too, of this guy.
This is the Appalachian.
So what? Tell me what. You have any kids or anything living? Yeah, Colt Gray. Colt? Yeah, Colt. He's my oldest son. How old is he? He's 13. Does he play a lot of video games and stuff? Yeah, he does. Like all the time. Is he here right now? Yeah. But, you think it's something you might have... I damn sure want to know. Can we talk to him? Yeah, absolutely. Now look, he gonna get all red faced when you talk to him. Just
you hear that? He gonna get red faced. Who is Esau Edom? Esau Edom is red. You just heard it from the horse's mouth, man. Matter of fact, we gotta go get script. All right, because this is talking about Esau Edom now. Y'all heard it. I didn't say that now. Alright. So look. We're going to start at 23. Genesis 25 and 23. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb. Alright. And 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And one people shall be stronger than the other. And the elder shall serve the younger. Okay. And when her days were to be delivered were fulfilled, there were twins in her womb. Hold on. Let's read now. 25. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. You see that? So Esau came out red all over like a hairy garment, right? All right. Now, to go along with that, what we gonna get? Well, we gonna go get this, of course. All right. This is Malachi 1 and 2. I have loved you, said the Lord. Yeah, ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Right? It says, was not Jacob Esau's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. So the Lord don't even like this man. The Lord ain't even dealing with Esau, right? And laid his mountains and his heritage to waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Alright. Verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, and I will throw down. Hold on. And they shall call them the border of wickedness. So Esau, Edom is who? The border of wickedness. The wicked are estranged from the womb, right? Esau is estranged from the womb, okay? And they shall call them the border of wickedness, the people whom the Lord have indignation forever. And that indignation goes into a strong hatred, man. All right? All right.
calm. Do you have weapons in the house? I do.
Well, let's get that
I
again.
damn sure want to know. Can you talk to him? Yeah, absolutely. Now look, he gonna get all a red face.
Hear that?
When you talk to him, just calm. Do you have weapons in the house? I do. Are they accessible to him? They are. I mean, there's nothing loaded, but they are down. We do a lot of shooting. We do a lot of deer hunting. He shot his first deer this year. I don't know anything about him.
You see that? Yeah, we go hunting. He shot his first deer this year. Hold on. Let's go right back to Genesis 25 and 24. Actually, 25 and 26, I believe. Right? All right. So, look. All right, 25 and 25. Well, we just read, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they call his name Esau. You see, the father said he gonna get all red face, so talk to him calm, and you know what I'm saying? All right. If it was a black kid, ain't going like that. They gonna tell the little nigga, come out or we shoot. All right. And after that, came out his brother, and he took hand on the Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. Hold on, let's look at this. Let's make this a different color. All right, look. All right, look, verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. You see that? Esau was a cunning hunter. What does Edomite just say, man? Hold on, let's go back a bit.
I didn't say anything like that, and I'm gonna be mad. Just calm. Do you have weapons in the house? I do.
Hey, check this out, man.
They are. I mean, there's nothing loaded, but they are down. We do a lot of shooting. We do a lot of deer hunting. He shot his first
You see that? He's a cunning hunter.
deer this year. I don't know.
He shot his first deer this year. You see? So Esau is literally out there training his son how to kill shit, and then we gonna hopefully these videos pop up. I don't have them on this phone, but it's a video that says that the grandpa is talking about, well, he abused my daughter and all this and all that. So you mentally abusing the kid, you know, the father is abusing the mother. You most likely putting your hands on both of them. The kid is getting bullied at school, and you teaching this nigga how to shoot. Oh, he's fucked up in the brain, man. You know, he's mad. He's fucked up. You know.
Do anything about him saying like that, and I'm gonna be mad as hell if he did. And then all the guns will go away, and they won't be accessible to him. You know, I'm trying to be honest with you. I'm trying to teach him about firearms and safety and how to do it all, and get him interested in the outdoors. Like on my phone, get away from the tree.
See that? Get him used to being outdoors. You know what I'm saying? It said Esau is what? In Genesis 25 and 25. Or Genesis 25 and 27. He is a cunning hunter, a man of the field. Esau wants to be outside. While Jacob is what? Dwelling in tents. Let's go and read it. Verse 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. His daddy just said he wanted him to get used to outside. Right? And it says Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. What do black men like to do, man? We chilling in the crib, bro. I ain't going nowhere. Niggas is finna chill. you know how niggas are. Yeah, they finna chill, drink and smoke in the house. They ain't going nowhere. They ain't going out there in that damn field. They ain't going out to the woods to go and hunt deer. Hell no. We in the crib, bro. You tripping.
Exactly right. And whatever y'all are telling him, please instill on him that if this is wherever this has come from, it's no joke. Yeah. Like, it's no joke. But we wouldn't be here if it was. No, I know. And I'm telling you right now, we talk about it quite a bit. All the school shootings, things that happen. Yeah, all here.
So you actively talking to this kid that you have mentally abused about school shooting, and then you give him access to a assault rifle so he can go and carry out what they did. And then it's another video I seen that this kid in his room, he had papers of school shootings, reading about it and shit, man. He was contemplating going to go kill.
Picked on at school, he's getting picked on at school, and is everything okay? That's why I keep going up there. So did your dad kind of explain everything to you? Say something about school shooting? Never told him I don't know what. Maybe they misheard somebody else, so never said on the press. He never ever said. No, I swear. Do you use Discord? Discord? Yes, sir. Was it a tradition or was it here? No, it was a tradition because this workout that I had completed it before you moved here. Yeah, because I think it got like it got jacked up or something. Like I was on a link or something like that. Have you heard anybody on this court when you were using it say something like that? Remember? Like at that time? Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think I ever had anybody that never. And I mean, I'm not trying to get anybody hemmed up, but like this is some serious stuff. Yeah, oh, he knows how serious it is. You tell me he didn't? Yeah. Tell me he can't remember anything like that? Yeah. I take you at your word. But if you look me in the eye, you tell me that's what you're telling me, I got no choice but to take you at your word right now. But like I said, my dad would find out otherwise, then it's never cool like that. That's a real good story. So what? Tell me what you had a kid or anything?
If you haven't seen this video,
Why did he do what he did? Well, they have just shared a possible motive.
running, he started shooting like
Now, this is a kid that was in the classroom when one of the kids died, man.
10 times. He shot at least 10 times. And then I ran to the back of the classroom. I dived behind the desk, and my teacher had got in front of me like he was guarding. But like the gunshots were so close to me, like my ears started ringing real bad. Like the whole classroom was smoking, like and everything. And then when he finally got out of the classroom, my teacher started barricading the door with discs and bookshelves and all that. And then I had got up. When I had got up, I had saw one of my classmates on the ground bleeding so bad. And then when I had moved myself to the other side of the room because the bookshelf I was hiding behind, it was right in front of the door. So I had moved to the other side, to like this side with my friend. And I was checking on my other friend because he got grazed in his leg. And then there was a white girl that was in front of me. She got shot in her leg and stuff. Running, he started.
Now imagine how traumatized these kids are, you know what I'm saying? You know, Esau going up in there because he got mental issues and get to shooting up the place. You feel me? Now, I seen this earlier too. I suppose this is a video of him being bullied and shit, you know what I mean? So like I was saying, you got a kid that's being bullied like that, you know, by kids every day. You going home, your daddy's drinking, screaming and yelling at you, screaming at your mama. You ain't got no place for nothing. You mentally fucked up, man. You know where you go to, who you run to, who you talk to. This kid is literally in his brain gone, man. You know? And then him and his daddy talk about school shootings and shit. You don't think that's gonna make him want to do it? That's like when these kids be playing Grand Theft Auto and shit, you know? These white kids want to get out there and do this shit, man. You know?
It has just been revealed that Colt Gray was bullied and ridiculed by classmates who called him gay. According to the father, it was very difficult for his son to go to school and not get picked on. During a conversation with police in May 2023, Colin Gray said that he had recently separated from Colt's mother, who took their younger two children, leaving him to care for Colt, who was having difficulties at Jefferson Middle School. Colt was described as quiet and shy, and would only respond with single-word answers when they worked as a group on projects. Colin said that Colt doesn't really think straight, and that he was trying to teach his son about weapons and engage him in outdoor activities to get him away from those videos.
So you take a kid who don't really think straight and you teach his ass about guns and school shootings. See, Esau's a fucking bird brain, man.
Games. The father said that he and his son frequently discussed school shootings. On Friday, Gray appeared in court
You see that? Why are you frequently discussing school shootings and teaching your kid about guns that's having issues in the school? He's already mentally fucked up. Why?
And followed closely by his father, who was told that he could face up to 180 years in prison if found guilty of helping his son obtain the AR-style rifle allegedly used to kill 4 students and teachers.
I believe that's the kid walking out of the bathroom or something, but that's not when he got the rifle.
This is insane. Colt Gray's mother just posted an interview where she revealed that a counselor from the school called her the morning this happened, saying Colt was talking about viewing the school before she even called them. The counselor said, I wanted to let you know that earlier this morning, one of Colt's teachers sent me an email saying Colt had been making references to viewing the school. He said, between my gut feelings, the text messages...
So this kid is actually talking about shooting up the school, you know what I'm saying? And they letting it, what the... Yeah, it's so many different avenues that could have been taken, you know, to prevent this. But at the end of the day, this is what the Lord wanted to happen, you know? You know, this is what the Lord wanted to happen. Matter of fact, what's going on? Matter of fact, let's go and grab, God damn. Alright. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. Alright, in the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So this kid, you know, through him, he unalived 4 people. You know, obviously those 4 people did something wrong. I guess the kids, I'm sure the kids did something wrong in their past life, and the 2 adults did something wrong that the Lord didn't agree with. So what? What? He created them to carry out his judgment, man. You know? I mean, he used Esau to give them their judgment, you know, in the school. That's just what it is, you know. He laid on those sword strokes, man. Just happened to come from the sword, you know, which is the modern day gun, because Esau was blessed with that. If we go to what was that, Genesis 27 all the way down. All right. All right, here we go. We can read this real quick, because Esau was blessed with the sword, and the sword is the modern day gun. This is Genesis 27:38. And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me even also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of the heaven from above. Here we go. This is the blessing. And by thy sword thou shalt live, and shalt serve thy brother. Okay? And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke off from thy neck. All right, let's break this down. All right, so Esau lives by the sword. When you look at what's going on right now, all the bombings that's happened. You know what I mean? How he just took over Northern Kingdom. How he's turning off lights in Cuba and all that. He just took over Venezuela. I mean, you know? You see? How did he do that? With the sword, man, with guns and with military power. So he's blessed with the sword. You know? What black folk do you know that got an army? We ain't got no army. You know? You know that them Africans are over there might have an army, but that's not Negroes. You know? When you go into the Zondervan Bible, you can see that Hamites are not pertaining to the Negroes. Why? Because Noah had 3 sons, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. From Ham, you have the Africans. From Shem, you have the Negroes. Okay? But my point being, Esau lives by the sword, man. You know?
Now this email, you need to run to the classroom. And this is before she got an alarming text message from Colt saying, I'm sorry, Mom, and immediately called the school to warn them about an extreme emergency and started a 200-mile drive from Fitzgerald to Winder. Her phone call with the school lasted 10 minutes, and that was 30 minutes before Colt started firing off shots. So the school got a threat in the morning, the counselor called the mom, and the mom called back with an extreme emergency, so why was nothing done until 30 minutes later when it was too late? Well, the school said they tried to track down Gray but stopped somebody else. Really? You're telling me you mixed up a student that looks like this? In terms of the victims, his mother said if I could take their place, I would in a heartbeat. Rest in peace to the poor.
Look at this devil. You ain't gonna take shit. You ain't gonna take a damn ass thing. What a cheeseburger, man. Watch out.
Father murder of Georgia teen SHOOT, suspect has been arrested. Colt Gray has a shattered home life, a mother who has been arrested multiple times for Drew G trafficking, and a father who gave him a gum for Christmas last year. Colt Gray is a suspect in the Georgia school SHOOT, in which 2 classmates and 2 teachers DIED. One of his former neighbors and landlords claimed he grew up in a broken home where police and children's services would regularly visit his mother. Marcy is 43 and has a very serious case. His father, Colin, 54, bought his troubled son a UN for Christmas just months after.
And that's not supposed to be UN, that's supposed to be AR, and that stands for assault rifle.
The FBI came to the Gray home to investigate a game in which Colt had threatened to show OT of his school neighbors living next door to the Gray family, said his mother would lock him and his sister out at night off, and sometimes the youngest child would come in and demand food. Colt's aunt claimed that his nephew had been suffering.
You see that, man? I don't know how true that is, you know what I mean? But it sounds correct to me. It sounds like it directly applies, because this kid is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Had the mother locking out the kids and shit. The youngest asking for food when he come in or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hell yeah. Definitely possible.
Suffering from mental health issues, and that in the months leading up to the incident,
Look at that, man.
he had been begging.
Come on, man. Yeah. Yeah, up to no good, man. She estranged from the womb, too.
Everyone around him for help. Colt Gray was a very quiet child, and this is how he was described by his classmates and neighbors. He often skipped school and hung out alone in the woods and around nearby unfinished houses. What do you think about the family influence on Colt Gray?
Shit, we think the family influence is fucked, man. They all estranged from the womb. They all fucked up. They all the wicked, man. Just that, you know?
Accused school shooter Colt Gray makes his first court appearance today.
You're charged with 4 counts of felony murder.
The 14-year-old appeared with long, bleached blonde hair and spoke only a few words.
Do you understand that you have the right to be represented by an attorney in these proceedings?
40 minutes later, his father, Colin Gray, went before the same judge following his arrest last night for second-degree murder and other charges.
How old are you, Mr. Gray? 54.
The father rocked back and forth throughout the 8-minute hearing. Families of the victims sat in the front row. One woman cradled a Mickey Mouse doll for comfort. Authorities say the rifle used by the teenager to kill 2 students and 2 teachers at Appalachia High School in Georgia was a Christmas gift from his father. Incredibly, just 8 months earlier, they were both questioned by local police over suspicions that the teenager made threats online to carry out a school shooting.
And you see, that's that first video that we seen when he said he'd get all red-faced and what else he said? Yeah, it's the video where he said he'd get all red-faced and all that, and then the kid comes out talking and shit. Yeah, for sure. So prior to this happening, I guess it was months before, this kid said he was gonna do it. That's why they asked him about the Discord account online, cause he said that shit.
County Sheriff released audio from the interview.
Serious stuff. Yeah, I know. Oh, he knows how serious it is. Trust me. You have weapons in the house? I do. They hold him? They are. I mean, there's nothing loaded, but they are now. We do a lot of shooting. We do a lot of deer hunting. He shot his first deer this year, you know? So.
Yeah, see, exactly. And that's the video where I went back into Genesis 25 and 27 to show where Esau is a cunning hunter, okay?
Like, I'm pretty much in shock, to be honest with you.
The team denied making the threats, and the investigation was dropped.
Well, that's called law, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Both of them got charged, you know. Yeah, they need to sit their ass down, because you know what? If it was Jake, it'd be even worse, man. It'd be even worse. Let Jake lay on them sore strokes to Esau. Yo, it's over with. He gonna get the death penalty. He ain't getting no years. Oh, you get the death penalty, man. Lethal injection or firing squad, some shit. You know. All right, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.